Hello guys, welcome to my channel, and today we are having a very big thing happening. So basically, I think I'm gonna close the window. I do not like the lighting. I mean, I don't know if you guys like it, but I personally, I prefer like not for it to look like this. I'm just seeing what it would look like if I did have one, and I want to have like two side labrettes, and it looks like shit. So like, is it really gonna look like this? Well, wait, I need to picture another one right here. I like it! I want to have two. I don't know, my mom's not gonna let me get one, but she did say she'd get me a fake one. And best believe when I get my fake one, I'm lying to everyone. I'm switching up on my day ones. And, ow! That hurt. I don't know what happened, but it hurt. So, I'm coming out as gender fluid. That was cringe. Okay, I have to do it better. I'm coming out as gender fluid. Guys, honestly, saying it out loud, like, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I'm coming out as gender fluid. The textbook definition is someone who does not have a fixed gender. In other words, I'll put it right here. I don't know. I used to think this kind of stuff was like so weird and like, wow, like, I never really cared for it, actually. That's a lie. Yeah, I never really cared for it. The they them thing I was kind of confused with, because I was like, but like, you know, I've always got trans people. I'm like, okay, I get you, because like, honestly, if I was, yeah, that's it. This video is kind of just like to let you guys know and to encourage other people to come out. If you're feeling some sort of way, just come out, or don't, or just try it first. And if you really do like it and you're like, this is for me, do it. Oh my god, do it. So most of the time I do feel like a guy, so I guess most of the time I will be identifying as a guy, but sometimes it'll just be different and I'll just be like, okay, well, today I'm feeling really girly. But that doesn't really happen to me very often. Like, I'm not like, okay, I'm feeling really girly. It doesn't happen to me very often. What is this video? Okay, so I'm just gonna give you guys like my experiences coming out 3 days ago on, this video will probably come out tomorrow, but so for you guys it would be 4 days ago, but for me it's 3 days ago. So I was just chilling, and then I was like, so I've been thinking about this for a very long time, but recently, like the past month or so, I've been thinking like, whoa, I do not like the way that there's no other long one on this side. Okay, that's better. No, it's not. I don't like the fact that there's a long one at all. Ooh, that side profile looks really good. Okay, so guys, how am I ever supposed to be like a guy like this? Honestly, I'm not gonna, no, I'm just being myself. If I'm feeling like a guy one day and I'm like, okay, I'm a guy, if I act a little bit girly, who fucking cares? That's my choice. That's who I am. That's a personality. I don't have to act a certain way to be a guy. I don't. If I feel like a guy, I'm a guy, but I don't have to act a certain way to be a guy. Like, if you're like, oh, that's not really guyish, that's not really boyish, are you sure you're that's not how that works, okay? Thank you. Mind you, no one said anything. No one said anything. Sorry, this video is gonna be pretty chaotic, as you can tell. I've been feeling it really hard for about a month, and 3 days ago I was like, okay, I'm finally having enough. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell someone like how I'm feeling, because it was like really extreme. Like, it was actually pretty bad. Like, it was like, it wasn't bad because it wasn't like, oh my god, oh my god, I'm a boy, I gotta do this. It was just like, okay, this is insane. Like, it's getting to a point. That's how it was. Like, it was like that. Okay, I'm gonna tell someone. And honestly, I took a risk. Like, it wasn't like I was like 1,001% certain. I was just like, okay, yeah. I looked up like basically why I was feeling this way, what it meant, what does it mean if I want to be a boy and a girl, like all those kinds of things. And eventually it came down to gender fluid. I didn't even know what gender fluid was until like a week or two back, because it's not like I became this way because I seen a trend or I seen a TikTok and I was just like, okay, I want to do that. No, it wasn't like that. It was just because I felt the way I felt and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna
are you talking to?
He loves it when I do that. So, yeah. He's so cute. This is my son, Graham, and he's being bad. He's acting up. So, yeah, that's how I discovered it. I was like, okay, so I'm gonna do that. That's gonna be me. Like, I feel like this is right. And I did. So I came out to my dad the first night. I was sitting down on the ground. Like, it was night because he came home late at night. And I was like, you know, I'm just gonna go out, put myself out there, take a risk. So my dad was the only one awake and my mom was sleeping in bed. And we were in the room and I was just like, I have something to tell you. He was like, what? And I was like, no, I'm gonna tell you tomorrow. And I walked out. I came back in because I was like, no, I'm gonna tell him today. Like, I'm not gonna, because if I don't, then I'm gonna go to bed thinking about it all night. Yeah, I just told him. I didn't tell him straight. I was sitting there for like 15 minutes on the ground, walking around, pacing, saying like, and the entire time I was like, so basically, yeah, that's basically what I was doing for like 15 minutes straight. And honestly, if I was a parent, I'd be pissed, but yeah. It's a pretty big deal, so I do get why I was doing that, but just say it. Sorry, I literally ran out of storage for the first time in a long time. Oh yeah, I was like on the ground and I was like, my voice was literally shaking. I was like, he was just like, Serene, stand up. And I was like, and then he gave me a hug. And he was like, I'll support you no matter what. Like, this isn't something you have to be scared of. You can tell me anything and I don't want to react some type of way that makes you feel like you can't. He was like, you have to tell your mom. And I was like, I do. So the next day I was in the car with her and I was like, I'm gender fluid. And I said it like so fast to like just get it out. Cause that's really what I try to do. I'm just like, I'm gender fluid. Or I'm like, I'm a feminist. And so that's how it was. And I just said it really fast so I could get it over with. And she was like, what the hell is gender fluid? And I was like, okay, so it's like blah, blah, blah. Everyone said that they knew it. Everyone said, what is gender fluid? Like, even my friend. I've only came out to one friend. And because she's like the only friend that matters that I should come out to. So that's that. My mom, she was like, you're more than just a gender to me. And the only thing with her was she said that she's not going to call me like he, but she's just going to call me like my name. She's just going to be like Serena. So yeah. And okay, so I came out to my brother last night technically today at 2 a.m. I was just like, John Mayer, come here. And I said it so fast. And then my best friend was on the phone and I was like, I predict that he's gonna be like, or he's gonna be like, what's that? And then I'm gonna explain it to him and then he's gonna be like, Those were literally my exact words. I promise. I'm like, I'm gender fluid. And he goes, what's that? And then I explained to him what it is and he's like, So you want me to go get He literally was just like, Like I said, he said, what's that? And then he said, just like I predicted. Like, I know my family so well. My other brother was sleeping. And I told him this morning instead. Well, not this morning, this afternoon instead. And I just told him what it was. And he was like, okay. And he was like, what is that? And I explained to him what it was. So what are you today? And I was like, I'm your mama. And he said, okay. And he was just like, so how does that work? And I was like, so I don't really have a fixed gender, blah, blah, blah. Like, I can just change it. He was like, so how does that doesn't make sense. That doesn't work. But I was like, okay. And yeah, he wasn't really rude about it. He was just like in disbelief and confusion. And I kind of would be too. So like TikTok is being very annoying about it. So I liked like one video and then all of a sudden a ton of videos were just popping up on my For You page and it was like, how to pass as a man, female to man, gender fluid or trans edition. And I looked at it because I low-key needed some tips. It's just telling you how to dress. It's just like, dress this way. If you dress this way, you're not gonna pass. I was like, oh, like, okay. No. There's not really much to it, honestly. It's just really embarrassing to like say what I feel like my pronouns are because I feel like they're kind of like gonna judge me a little bit. And you know, so what if they judge me? Like, they have the right to judge me. Honestly, some tips on how to tell your family I just say if you're really nervous, say it really fast. You don't really have to explain why. Just say that, oh, I'm trans really fast, or like, oh, I'm this, oh, I'm that, or I'm gay, blah blah. So yeah, I'm still attracted to men. My mom was like, when I told her, she was like, so does that mean when you're a boy you're attracted to females? And I was like, no, I'm too attracted to men for that. I need a man. Oh, that technically makes me gay. That technically makes me gay in a way. That's the update. Yeah, I hope I'm like a really fine man. I'll put a femboy. I just thought about it. I'd be a femboy. Probably gonna be like getting a lot more clothes. And I might go to school. So right now I'm actually not in school. I'm homeschooled. But after next year, I'm going to high school. Wait. Yeah, after next year, I'm going to high school. So the year coming up is my last year of middle school, and then I'm going to high school. So I'm gonna be really scared to actually like go to school like this. I mean, I don't know, because I want to know what high school is gonna be like, because I'm kind of scared for it, but there's really no way. And my mom was like, well, a good way for you to know what high school is gonna be like is to go to school. I'm like, Nani? What do you mean? Absolutely not. Oh, my voice. Damn, bro, it's showing down. Like, after a certain amount of time of going to school and doing the same thing every day and being told what to do and walking in a line and being fed prison food, it gets to a point. I mean, I guess like I'll probably go to school. I guess, Mom. Shut up, Mom. So I haven't told my grandma yet. She's probably like the person I'm most scared to tell, because one time when I was telling my grandma like all my friends that are gay, and I mentioned one of my close friends that I have sleepovers with and all that, and she was like, she's gay? I was like, yeah. And she was like, and you guys have sleepovers? And you guys have showered together? And you guys have slept in the same bed? And then she started like stuttering, and I was like, oh my god. And she was like basically having a panic attack kinda. So I don't know, I kind of scared. I don't know how to feel. I'm pretty sure my mom is picking her up from work though, so when we go to pick her up from work, I'll probably go and just tell her then while my mom's there, because I don't really want it to be a private moment. It's not a huge thing, and I keep trying to tell myself it's not a huge thing, but it feels like surreal. Okay, so I'm probably gonna go dye my hair. So yeah, I hope this video encouraged someone to go out and be themselves. But it is a pretty crazy thing. I still haven't told everyone that I should. No, I want to dye my hair. Well, my mom's probably gonna say no anyway. If she does say no to bleaching it, then I'm just gonna dye it like the places that are already bleached. I'm probably gonna like put the dye everywhere that I can. Oh my god, it's like low. So yeah, this didn't really help anyone. I didn't really give much tips, but it was my experience coming out, so hope you guys take some notes. I don't know. I mean, I only have 4 followers, so it's not like I'm telling anyone. I'm not telling anyone any vital information, but peace out, you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, enjoyed my yapping. I enjoyed yapping myself, so yeah. See you guys in the next video. I'm gonna go ask my mom because she's out there. I'm done, and now we're gonna drown myself with water. So this is basically like a reveal of me without makeup, by the way.
Look, yeah, that clip pop out, that's that grip talking. Words in the grace, I'm busting, I don't do this often. I'm a stone cold stunner like Steve Austin. Chopper Cito got the grip, better back up off him.